Can an extinct species be resurrected? Dinosaurs are cloned back to life in the 1993 film Jurassic Park after their DNA is discovered intact within the villi of ancient mosquitoes, preserved in amber. While cloning science is still in its infancy, many scientists believe it is only a matter of time before extinct animals resurface on the planet. In this video, we'll take a look at 6 extinct creatures that might be coming back in 2023. Number 6. Woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoths appear to be an excellent candidate for extinction. Many woolly mammoths can still be found in Siberia's permafrost. Paleogeneticists, or scientists who study preserved genetic material, have sequenced the genome of the woolly mammoth. The study of the genome as well as preserved genetic material has resulted in work centered on either cloning a woolly mammoth, editing the genome of the closest living relative, the ancient elephant. Researchers from Russia and South Korea are working to resurrect another extinct animal, the Lena horse, using cells from a 40,000-year-old foal discovered in Siberia as a first step toward resurrecting the mammoth. Despite the enthusiasm of some scientists and many non-scientists for the extinction of this species, there are ethical concerns. Woolly mammoths have herd animals who lived in groups. Attempts to resurrect woolly mammoths may fail many times before a viable mammoth is born. If an ancient elephant is used as a mammoth surrogate carrier, the elephant's 22-month gestation period eliminates the possibility of the elephant carrying offspring to save the endangered elephant species. The success of creating a woolly mammoth raises the question of what kind of life awaits the animal: lab animal, zoo animal, or resident of Pleistocene Park, a Russian attempt to restore a steppe ecosystem. Number 5. Tasmanian tiger. The Tasmanian tiger, also known as the thylacine, was a remarkable Australian native and the largest known meat-eating marsupial of modern times. Climate change, bounty hunting, and a lack of genetic diversity all contributed to the animal's extinction as recently as the 1930s. Because they became extinct so recently, specimens of the animal have survived intact in collection jars. Some mounted thylacines in museums may still have DNA on them. Many Australians support the extinction of the animals, and the animal's natural habitat still exists. After inserting the thylacine genes into the mouse's genome, scientists were able to successfully express some of an animal's genes in mouse fetus. The major project to clone the thylacine, funded by the Australian Museum, was halted after scientists were unable to obtain enough DNA to create a DNA library for the species. Number 4. Pyrenean ibex. Do you still believe that cloning extinct animals is unrealistic? Technically, it has already been done. The Pyrenean ibex, or bucardo, lately became the first extinct animal to reappear, if only for 7 minutes after being implanted in the womb of a living domestic goat. The cloned fetus, which contained reanimated DNA from the only known living Pyrenean ibex, was successfully brought to term. Although the ibex died of lung problems 7 minutes after birth, the breakthrough paved the way for extinct species cloning preservation programs. The last known Pyrenean ibex was Celia, a female killed by a falling tree in 2000. Her DNA was used to produce the clone. Number 3. Saber-toothed cats. When you look at the epic canine teeth of these once feared Pleistocene cats, you might wonder if resurrecting saber-toothed cats is a good idea. Because of the frigid habitats in which they once roamed, fossil specimens have survived into modern times. Ancient tar deposits, such as those found at the La Brea tar pits, preserved intact specimens, but whether there is enough ancient DNA to create a database is questionable. In a science fiction scenario, this one piques the interest and imagination, but the realities of finding an unrelated surrogate capable of carrying the embryo, raising it, and providing suitable habitat make it a long shot. Number 2. Moa. These massive flightless birds, which resemble ostriches and emus but lack vestigial wings, were once the world's largest birds. Because MOAs were hunted to extinction in their native New Zealand only 600 years ago, their feathers and eggs are still relatively intact. According to reports, scientists extracted MOA DNA from ancient eggshells and mapped the genome. Scientists aren't as optimistic as some politicians about the chances of a successful Moa clone and species reintroduction. Number 1. Dodo. The dodo, perhaps the world's most famous extinct animal, was driven to extinction only 80 years after its discovery. Because there were no natural predators in the dodo's habitat on the island of Mauritius, the bird did not evolve effective defenses. This lack of instincts led to extinction as sailors were able to quickly kill them for food. Invasive species introduced by sailor ships ate the vegetation that compromised the dodo's diet, as well as dodo eggs, resulting in the primary cause of their extinction. Scientists hope to resurrect the dodo if they can collect enough DNA to create a clone that can be implanted in the eggs of closely related modern pigeons. The dodo, described as the most fun animal to bring back and could return to its native, now protected habitat. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you with another interesting video.